is Govs Radio.
Govs Radio.
And you are watching Govs Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent.
Okay. Okay, we'll just do that for now.
This is Ruth Buzzy, and I'd like you to know how much I love the Knockem Dead radio show coming to you live on govsradio.com. Oh, you make me laugh. You really do. Oh, please. I can't do this anymore.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Voice, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony and Sallie on the Knockem Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie. Hey, how do you say there?
Hey, Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus, and...
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by Roslyn Social, a social experience in dining. Roslyn Social is located in the heart of Roslyn Village at 1363 Old Northern Boulevard. That's 1363 Old Northern Boulevard. Give Roslyn Social a call and say hi to Nick at 516-801-4963. That's 516-801-4963. You can follow them on Facebook at Roslyn Social, North Shore's premier rooftop lounge. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Two Eagles Auto Body is located in New Hyde Park, Long Island at 1818 Falmouth Avenue. That's 1818 Falmouth Avenue in New Hyde Park. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Gina Conjemi Coffin, licensed real estate agent with Signature Premier Properties. 631-495-7696. That's 631-495-7696. List your house with Gina, and she will work so hard for you and sell your house so fast that it will make your head spin! The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Bella Vista Pizza. Bella Vista Pizza, for the best pizza in the whole wide world. Check out Bella Vista Pizza, 154 Minetto Hill Road in Plainview, 516-433-4464. That's 516-433-4464. BellaVistaPizza.com. Bambinos, check them out today. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by Knockem Dead Comedy. Knockem Dead Comedy for the funniest murder mysteries in the whole wide world. These are by design comedic murder mysteries. 100% real comedy and mystery, 100% comedic murder. Do you want to see a boring murder mystery where some crusty old pee-pants says, "There's been a murder in the parking lot of some character you've never met"? That kind of murder mystery, you don't want to see that. You want the full experience. You want to meet and hang out with the character who's going to ultimately and soon meet their comedic demise. You want to see that comedic murder happen right before you eyes as you laugh, sing, and dance as a part of the action at a Knockem Dead Comedy Murder Mystery Show. For upcoming show dates, check out knockemdeadcomedy.com/show dates. That's knockemdeadcomedy.com/show dates. You're welcome. The Knockem Dead Comedy.
3-2 to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing? Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Dead Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warms up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy off those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
Hi, everybody. Shit, I keep forgetting that one. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show.
Hang a sign down that says
was
not this one. Don't look here.
Hey, it's Friday. It's March
19th.
March 19th. Welcome
We're just zipping through March.
Zippity-doo-dah. It's Friday, it's March 19th. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show, coming at you live from Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. Hello, Joan. Hello, Aaron. Hello, Jeff Bosey. Hello, Adam Snare. Hello, Carrie. Hello, Joan. Hello, Jack. Hello, Carrie. Hello, Doug. Hello, Jeff. Hello, Carrie. Hello, Joan. Hello, Aaron. Hello, Adam. Hello, Jeff. Hello, Jack. If you saw the Teespring commercial there playing before we started, get yourself some Govs Radio swag and send a picture of yourself with your swag to us on Facebook, and you'll get yourself a free pass to any of the three great Governors Comedy Clubs here on Long Island: Bohemia, Belmore, and right here in Levittown. Three great Governors Comedy Clubs that are opening April 2nd. Yay! April 2nd. They're finally opening up. Get yourself a free pass to Governors Comedy Clubs. Govs.com is the website. Get yourself on their mailing list and get exclusive information and all sorts of cool stuff. Please like and share this show. Hit those hearts, hit the thumbs up, and just copy that link and post this show to every page you can find. And tell everybody you know about all the great shows on govsradio.com. We're live on the website right now as well. The chat is open.
Yeah, so Captain Jack is already saying Happy St. Joseph's Day. We just had to look up to see what the heck that was. Because being, not Catholic or Irish, or Italian,
Not Catholic or Irish?
Yeah, I'm Irish. Well, yeah, it's funny, too, because my parents were both Irish Catholic, or Catholic, Irish Catholic. And they swapped to Protestantism.
Protestantism?
That went over big.
Did you just make up a word?
No.
Protestantism? Is that? I've never heard it labeled that way. Protestantism.
Well, I never heard of St. Joseph's Day, so we're even. And then if you look on Facebook,
but
go with me on this. Yes. Yeah.
I don't think you know what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Protestants don't believe in the saints?
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's not like we don't believe in it. We just
You don't pray to them.
It's not. Yeah, we don't. I mean, they're great, but we don't pray to them. We're like, thank you for a job well done.
We don't say Saint Joseph. We say the Great Joseph.
We just say Mary and Joseph. I didn't even know Joseph was a saint.
Saint Joseph.
Yeah.
Yeah, he saved Sicily from starvation.
You
Come
just
on.
looked that up.
No, I didn't.
You had no idea what that was. You
Saint
just
Joseph.
looked that up.
My middle name is Joseph. Of course I know who that is.
You do not.
Saint Joseph, who saved Sicily from starvation.
Yeah, because it started because I was like, "What's with St. Joseph's Day and the cream puffs?" Like I'm like, why is it? Because there's 3 or 4 different people saying Happy St. Joseph's Day, and they all have like cream puffs, and then it turns out that it's a different word, Zeppeli. Is that what that is?
Zeppelis.
Yeah, so it's a Zeppeli. I'm like, what does that have to do with St. Joseph?
They played Stairway to Heaven.
Oh,
Get it?
yeah, got it.
If Tony was really Italian, he would know about Saint Joe. I told my middle name is Joseph.
You did not know that information.
I knew it was Saint Joseph's Day. I did know that.
You know, like there's St. Joseph's Day every day. But did you even know
Every
it was
day.
like, or every year? Did you even
Yeah.
know it was like Mary's Joseph? I just thought it was like some other guy.
No, I did not know that Saint Joseph was the same Joseph that was Mary's husband. I did not know that.
Yeah.
But you actually had the great line before we went on there. You said that guy deserves to be a sainthood because he didn't get to make
Yeah,
the love
'cause
to Mary and have a kid.
His lot in life was he deserved to be a saint. Yeah.
Did they have any more kids? I think they did,
I think
right?
you hear that they did.
I think they did.
Yeah.
We really only know about Anthony and Teresa. What do you mean?
Mother Teresa being
Mother-
a saint and Saint Anthony.
Anthony?
Isn't who's the dude who helps you find shit?
The dude. That would be Dude Anthony. Yeah.
That's Saint Anthony?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Right. And then you pray to Saint Francis for something. And then there's Saint. I think that there's a Saint Angela's Day. I think in February. There's All Saints Day. There's Saint Joseph Day because they needed a holiday too. They were jealous of the Irish, says Jeff Bosey.
Yeah, it's probably that. But you didn't even know, which a lot of people don't. You were like, "What's St. Patrick's Day anyway?" And I'm like, "That's the day that St. Patrick chased all the snakes out of Ireland." And you totally thought I was kidding.
Where are all the saints of today? How come nobody in this world today is
You're a
getting
saint, baby.
Yeah, right now I am dealing with you. Where are the people chasing snakes out of a country? Where's the dude that's going to chase COVID out of the world?
You let me sing an air guitar and an air drum every day in the car back and forth to here. And you just, every once in a while, there's a little eye roll. You're a saint, baby.
There was talk of making Mother Teresa a saint.
She is.
Oh, that's Saint Teresa?
Yeah, I think, they totally did that.
And there was talk of Pope John Paul the Second, the one that was around in the 80s.
Oh,
Was he the second? There was talk of making him a saint.
He wasn't terribly annoying.
Oh,
for the rest of the world.
He was cool.
Well, the Catholics are.
He was really cool, although he couldn't read English. For those of you who remember when he appeared at, what was it, Shea Stadium or Yankee Stadium?
Oh, really?
He said he was reading his speech and he said skyscraper, and that was like the big news of the day.
That's cute.
He said skyscraper. And and even this Pope now, what's his name?
Oh yeah,
Vincent?
I really like this guy.
Yeah,
He's a good one.
he's a modern hip guy.
The non-Catholics really dig him.
There is a waiting period by the Vatican. How long is the waiting period there, Mike?
Well, I would imagine it's kind of like a street sign because we kind of went through this. We were talking about this a couple of years ago when Billy Joel was going to have his own
Saint
street
William
sign.
Joel, yes. Mm-hmm.
No, he was going to have his they were going to turn like 106 or 107 or one of those.
Yeah, a section of Route 107 in Hicksville, which is the next town over from here.
And I said, I was like, you can't put something like that up for a guy who's alive because you never know.
So you have to wait till Billy Joel's dead.
You have to wait till I think they had to wait till Mother Teresa died. Because you never know. Maybe she would, be sick of her life and she wanted to be,
My grandmother used to tell
something
me.
else.
And where are you old school Catholics out there? My grandmother used to tell me, and actually I didn't see my mother's name, right? Is my mother watching?
Oh, good, because I think she'd have a heart attack that we didn't know half this shit. I think if your grandmother was alive, she would not even. She'd probably, send people to kill me.
Andrew Fremder, I hope everybody had a great St. Patrick's Day. Such a fun holiday. I wish I was Irish. Yes, Billy the Saint. I believe there was about 10 years to even be considered. All right, where are my old school old school Catholics? Because I think my grandmother actually used to say to me, they would make somebody a saint if there was a body part still alive, still working after the person died. Like
what?
And then she told me that,
like a chicken with its head cut off. Like if the body walked around, like
she?
What's that chicken called? He's like Pete the chicken or something.
I'm talking.
Remember that story?
I'm talking 40 plus years ago. Yes, I'm talking 40 plus years ago. So my memory's not that good, but I would swear my grandmother used to say something like that. And then she told me about somebody whose tongue was still moving after they died, so they made him a saint.
Baby. Your mother, your grandmother was talking about that. Was she?
Mike used to teach Catholic school. So Mike, do you know what I'm talking about?
Did you, when you had your leg amputated, did you tell them to keep it alive for another day just so that you could be a saint one day?
Well, you know that story. I did ask them.
You asked them to be stuffed.
I asked them if I could have it so I can get it stuffed and hang it on my wall.
You could have been a saint if you just kept the blood flowing through for like another day.
I really should have.
You could have been a saint.
Can you imagine? And that's a true story. I did ask them.
Can saints get married?
I think so.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You Catholics have like the oddest rules.
Oh yeah,
so I don't know.
Yeah. The Catholics have the oddest rules.
Yeah.
Never heard that saint part story, says Joan. All right, so maybe my memory's just messed up, but I could have sworn.
Yeah.
I could have sworn my grandmother told me that. I don't know, but Mike should look it up. Oh, he says it's a 5-year period. All right. Well, speaking of Joan, I have to apologize to Joan.
Why?
She was mad.
She wasn't mad. The thing about Joan, you take Joan as being mad.
Joan scares me.
Well, she shouldn't scare you. The good thing about Joan is that she says everything that everyone else. She says the things that everyone else thinks and they don't say. Because
that's not true because we look at her daughter's boobies.
Yeah.
So she's not saying what we're thinking about that.
I bet she is. I bet she's like, my daughter has big knockers.
Now, yeah. I think now she's really mad at me.
So she just pointed out that like she went to go watch Pazuzu and it, Don couldn't throw it on that day because he was like really, really busy at his regular job.
Right. But she was mad that we didn't let her know. And she was right. She's right.
She wasn't really, really mad. She was just like, dude, let me know from now on.
That's mad enough to scare me.
Wow.
Yeah. So my apologies to Joan. Pazuzu didn't make it on Wednesday night. Don was busy, and he told us probably around 3:00 Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah.
And then I honestly
sometimes
it just slipped my mind to let everybody know.
Sometimes we get really late notice. Sometimes we find out with you guys that they're not on. Like, how come there's no show on? So like it kind of depends on what's going on. We don't get as much notice as you might think we do.
I love how Tony's so gullible with stories. Not only must a body part be moving, but they must be able to whistle "Come All Ye Faithful" before they die. I'll tell you who messed up even worse, though, with Pazuzu. Turns out Benny Rizzuti, who's on that show with Don every week, he never even told Nancy, his wife, his wonderful wife, Nancy. He never even told her.
Oh, boy.
So she kept her schedule open Wednesday night for Pazuzu and never, ever.
He's in big trouble.
So there was no loving for him that night. So I ruined my loving with Joan, too.
And Benny ruined his loving with Nancy.
Right.
Okay.
Fremder, everyone goes crazy over the McDonald's McRib. However, for St. Patrick's Day, they came out with a new Irish-style sandwich called the McMick. My goodness. My mom saved our baby teeth and hung them in a little bottle on the Christmas tree.
Wow.
Yeah, I've heard people doing that.
I had this golden retriever when I was in my young 20s, and I saved all her baby teeth.
Say it again. What?
Like puppies have baby teeth.
Yeah.
So I saved all her little baby teeth that fell out.
Your dog?
Yeah, because she had obviously white teeth, and I had a brown carpet, and for several months I'd find these little white teeth, so I just kept them. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Can you imagine how I am with the kids?
And what'd you do with them?
I don't know. I just had them in a jar.
In a jar?
A jar, quarters.
And where are they now? You still have them?
I don't know. I might. I actually might.
And that's the problem with saving them. See, you end up not knowing where they even are.
Yeah, well.
Which dog? One of your dogs you have now?
The golden retriever I had.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
way back in the day.
Oh, I forgot to mention the chip. The website, actually, we still haven't.
I know. I'm still bothered about the website, but
All
they're
right,
working
we're working on it. We're working on it. But if you're able to get on the website and join the chat, you could win yourself. What happened there? Oh, you could win yourself one of these. This is a free complimentary drink chip at the Roslyn Social, which is a great restaurant. You could. If all you got to do is go on the website, govsradio.com, so what you got to do, you got to go to govsradio.com, you got to click on Watch Our Shows, and then find the show that's currently on, which would be this one right now, the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show. You click on that, then you'll see the screen with our show playing. You might have to hit play or watch live or something, but all you got to do is join the chat and comment, and we're going to pick one person at random to win one of these chips. Greg DeFilippo won one, Kirsten won one, and Carrie won passes to Governor's Comedy Club because she sent us a picture of her with her Govs Radio swag. John Ambrose, Tony, tickets still on sale for your show? As far as I know.
Yeah, I would imagine.
April 21st, I will be playing. That's a Wednesday night, and you know what they do on Wednesday nights? They get the big guns here at Governor's.
Yeah, baby.
That's right. They'll have me in the big room. Here at Governor's. So that'll be fun. Looking forward to that. My first time performing stand-up in a year. And like everybody else, nobody's really been performing much of anything. So first time performing at all since September. First time doing
you
my
better start
stand-up.
practicing.
I did. I practiced.
Did you?
Was it yesterday?
How'd it go?
I actually was shocked. And
Good.
not only did I practice, but I didn't grab my notes. I didn't do anything.
No.
Swear to God.
You didn't read through them once?
Didn't look at it at all.
That's impossible.
And I nailed it.
Wow.
Yeah, I nailed it. I was very proud of myself.
Good for you. I'm proud
I
of you,
did
too.
a super job in front of an audience of 0.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, as far as I know, tickets still available. Govs.com. That's where you go. That's where you go. So, all right, so what do you got?
Well, one thing I thought was really cool. 3D printers?
Not personal. Well, yeah.
Yeah. So, they do it on a really big scale now. You can get a 3D house made.
You can get a prosthetic leg made.
I know, but a 3D house.
A 3D house.
A 3D house in right outside of Palm Springs in California. There's this little town, and it's a little upscale, but not crazy upscale. But it's called Rancho Mirage, and they're putting in 12 3D homes. Like Legos. They made them in Oakland, and they're shipping them to Rancho Mirage, and they're putting them together like a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. Isn't that crazy?
But yeah, all right. But I'm confused. So made out of what?
It's not. It's that. What's that compressed wood? I actually had a staircase outside made of it once. You know what I mean?
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So it's made out of that.
But that's thin stuff.
It isn't. It actually lasts forever, and it's fireproof and waterproof and termite proof and bad man proof. I don't know.
But you still. I mean, it prints out the whole house. You don't have to nail anything together.
I don't know how they stick it together. But it comes in this wall, that wall.
Stick together with you, baby.
Yeah.
Like your shirt.
Thank you. But the whole thing costs most of the homes out there around just the medium like when I moved away from California and I moved back here and they're like, oh, houses are so expensive. I'm like, yeah, I don't even tell me how expensive houses are. So the regular typical basic house in near Palm Springs is around $800,000. So these are between $600,000 and $700,000, and you have the option of making. They'll make you you can do a little mini me on the Xerox machine. They're allowing you to pick a smaller version to put in the backyard, like a 2-bedroom 1-bath, if you want that in your yard too, for just another $500,000.
Yeah, but that's my thing here. So you can get a regular house built for a regular house of $700,000 or $800,000, but I can get this one built for
six or seven. But there are
What's
good
the-
things about it. Like, there's nothing not good about it.
Yeah, but I may as well get a human-made, stronger house with better structural house.
Well, people are putting it together, and here's the thing. You have to get over your union, because there's so many, you do. There's so much waste with a regular house. Like, so much waste goes into the landfill over every house that gets built.
Okay.
And this is basically nothing.
And that's
There's
a union. That's a union's fault. What are you talking about?
Well, I'm just saying. You're like, oh, don't take away the men who.
No, I didn't
chop
say
wood.
that. Get the men. Just get the union guys to put up these houses too.
Right. I said it's be people anyway.
No, but I was talking. No, I'm not talking about jobs.
I thought that's what you're getting at.
No, I'm talking about the cost. If I'm paying $700,000 for a 3D printer house, I may as well pay the $800,000 for a house that's built better by human hand.
It's not better though. That's what I'm saying. It isn't.
Of course it is.
It isn't. It isn't.
Of course it
isn't. It isn't. If you think about a regular house, you have to put up the framing.
Right.
You have to. There's plenty of mistakes that go into that. Like, I mean, how many times have you like redone a bathroom and you take out the drywall and you have no idea how things have stayed on the wall because of the wood is disintegrated?
That's, from years and years of wear and tear and moisture and insects,
But there's no insects with this. It actually says insect free, no problem.
How?
No, because of the material that it's made of. There's no way it's going to go on fire. There's no way it's going to have flood damage. There's no way termites are going to get in. That's what was listed under it. And they're building it with like solar panels and everything else. So it's a a pretty no footprint type of home for $100,000 less.
As long as the union guys are putting it together, I'm all right.
And they all wear their red shirts, baby. Every one of them.
But what do they do? What do they bring the printer? Like they go to a field where a house would be built, and they just put the printer there and just. Blah.
Nope. They build it in. It's right now. It's being. I think it's Oakland that they're putting this.
All right, so they do. It prints out in pieces.
Yeah, and then
you got to get your union guys to bring it out there and build it.
And then like a Lego house, they put it together. They actually use the term Lego.
They use the term Lego.
Yeah.
Is there video or something?
No, because they
haven't done it yet?
They're still doing it, yeah.
I got it.
And people could put down $1,000, like totally refundable deposit because there was a waiting list, People really want them. Especially in the desert, like if it's cooler and stuff, like it's freaking hot in the desert.
Well, if you want to put a house in the desert, you got other issues.
I have no idea why anyone lives in the desert.
And don't you watch Breaking Bad? That's where all the bad things happen. That's where all the bad people are.
Yeah, well, that's New Mexico. Rancho Mirage is a little,
All right, so Joan wasn't mad. Don't be scared. Thank you.
Told
I just think it's not.
You overreact to people telling you how they feel.
Carrie says she loves you. Hanging teeth on a Christmas tree is creepy, says Adam Snare. All right, let's see. What's his name? Andrew Fremder. Usually I'm on the show more often with my comments and jokes and whatnot. However, things have not been going too well for me lately. I have such bad luck. The last time I ordered Chinese food, they gave me a misfortune cookie.
It's funny. I saw a picture on Facebook the other day, and it was this picture of this woman. She's like with my, I'd say, I was speaking. I just want to finish my thought.
I'm just letting you know it's there.
I know.
That's why I didn't even interrupt. I was just letting you know while you were talking.
It's already gone.
Well, but I didn't interrupt. I was just letting you know what was happening. I'm getting yelled at. Somebody save me.
Oh, it's Gina. We're talking houses and real estate, so I'm going to do a selfish plug.
Okay.
Okay. So if anybody out there is thinking of listing their house or selling on Long Island or in the area, now is the time. Call me. Houses are selling in one day with 8 offers, all of them over asking price, some of them as much as $50. Hold on, I have to say goodbye to my husband. Good day at work. That's my shameless plug. Now is the time to sell.
Why? COVID? People getting out of the city?
It is a seller's market. There's next to nothing on the market. It's unlike any other market we've ever seen, even seller's market.
What's the mortgage rate for a 30-year right now?
Say again?
Mortgage rate for a 30-year.
Mortgage rates are extremely low. There's an influx. There was an influx of people coming in because of COVID. And honestly, all the realtors were all like, what the hell is going on? We've lived through sellers markets before, but nothing like this. Most of us are just listing houses, doing a one-day open house, and walking away with 8 offers over asking.
Wow.
And I know today I'm bringing someone to see a house, and they're prepared to put in $50,000 over asking.
Holy moly.
Yeah, it's insane. And you can't really find anything in the good areas anymore for under, like, $515.
Jeez.
Yeah, so, and I think some people may be trying to get out of Oyster Bay because of the tax situation.
What tax situation?
The town of Oyster Bay is raising everybody's taxes.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, and they redid their tax. It went over last year or the year before.
Yeah,
they went and looked through every single person in Oyster Bay, supposedly.
Yep.
Some houses have doubled in taxes.
Wow.
So they were going to put it in place starting now, and they decided to put it off because of COVID, but probably starting next year. They're still making the decision if they're going to just inch it up a little bit for people who own their homes over 5 years till you get to your new appraisal amount, or if it's going to be immediately, and new buyers may have to pay the new amount immediately.
Because the taxes aren't high enough already.
I know. I'm assuming that because it's town of Oyster Bay, they're trying to cover all the legal costs for putting everybody in jail who was in charge there.
Could be.
Point.
Could be. And that's, that's
so if you guys knew nothing about that, because you're town of Oyster Bay, you should look into it and see what your taxes were reappraised for.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you've already been on that?
That's what I said.
I
it
know
was 2 years
Sallie
ago.
probably are.
No one hears me.
What's
You
that?
call me, honey. I'll hear you.
Hey.
I'll hear you.
You have a cold?
Even though she was like Mad Sallie the other night when she called me. It was like, okay, I got my marching orders, Sallie. Okay, okay.
I asked for the logos. I still haven't gotten them.
Oh,
No, I still haven't gotten them.
She's Mad Sallie still. Be careful.
I'm getting them. But you guys had logos on yesterday's show. What's up with those logos?
Is she deflecting for the fact that I still need logos?
No, not deflecting. I'm going to get your logos. I'm trying to sell a house in this difficult market. Stay on point. Sell your houses and call me, 631-495-7696.
Gina can Jimmy Coffin.
Head spin!
Head spin!
That's it. And I got to go run and sell a house that's overpriced. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, love you. Bye.
That commercial brought to you by Premier Signature Properties. Okay, let's see. So Andrew Fremder, yeah, we haven't heard from you much this week. So when we don't hear from you, I'm expecting better.
Oh yeah, so the
'Cause
thing
I'm just assuming he's working on better jokes.
on the Facebook was this picture of this woman. She's like, with the luck that I've had in life, when I get reincarnated, I'm going to come back as myself. I thought that was clever.
3D printers are awesome. You're welcome, ladies. This is how your dildos are made. Oh, that's what I get for not reading in advance.
Wow.
I bet Gina gets a call.
What makes you think it's just for ladies?
This is where Tony starts to hate me, especially against unions. Oh, completely against you. Oh, is that right, Jeff Posey? Why is that? You should be in a union, Jeff. Oh, you know what? You're against unions? Sallie, tear that shirt down.
My shirt?
Well, yeah. But I was talking about that shirt over there. You're live at the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show. Who is this?
Oh, boy. Good morning. Is this Governor's?
Yes.
It is.
Yes, it is.
Oh, my God. I can't believe it. And is Anthony Rodeo there?
I knew it.
You're trying to call Anthony Rodea. No, he's not here right now. He's live on Tuesday nights.
I see.
But
okay.
This is Tony and Sallie. We're there with him on Tuesday nights. Do you know who?
Goomba John. No, Goomba.
No, Goomba's there with him on Tuesdays too.
I see. Oh, it's so good because I was on Facebook and I saw this number, Governors. I said, oh, my God, most favorite place in the world, which I love 1,000 times more than the one in Belmore. I never cared for the brokerage. I always liked Governors. can you guys tell me when is going to be opening, and is there going to be any shows?
Yeah, April 2nd they're opening up. It's just 2 weeks away. April 2nd they're opening up again.
Yeah, check out the website. You can get tickets there.
Yep, govs.com. And Anthony will be performing here. I think it's June or July. He's doing some shows here. But yeah, go to govs.com and check it out. And their schedule is there.
June or July, there's no way. I'm from the dinosaur age. Don't laugh. It's a little embarrassing. My son said, "You got to learn the computer. You got to." I said, "I don't know it. I'm from the dinosaur age."
Come on, you can do it. I
Make
trust
your
you.
son get you a ticket.
There you go.
Yes, so it has to be only through the computer. You no more coming in and getting them.
Oh no, you can. They're the box office. I don't know their hours yet, but they're still not here. But you can call and leave them a message if you
leave
want,
them a message,
and they'll call you back.
I see. Is this the 465-3990 for governors?
Well, that's governors, but that's the radio, the video streaming show, like Anthony's show. That's the show when you want to call in to a radio show and talk live on the air, like you are right now.
Oh my goodness, how sweet that is! Oh my God, from Belmore, Long Island, and I'm on the. Aw, is that going to be on Facebook? I mean, I'm going to be on. Oh my God, I'm going to sound like a real idiot.
Well, yeah, if you go to Govs Radio's Facebook page right now, you'll see the show that is live right now, and yeah, you'll hear yourself.
Oh, hear myself, how nice is this? Oh my goodness.
But we'll be sure to tell Anthony that you were looking for him.
Yeah, no, okay, so I have to get, well, on live, I'm not going to get it. I'll have to get it from the, so April 2nd, it reopens.
Yes.
And I could talk to some of the governors. I'll get their phone. So this is just for the one I'm on now, 465-3990 is strictly the radio.
Right. I can give you the number to the club if you'd like.
Oh, that's great. That'd be great. Okay, and what is that? Yes.
It's 731
731
3358.
Okay, this is the governors.
That's correct.
731-3358.
Right.
Governors. But, okay. Someone's there, but physically they will not be reopening till the 2nd.
That's correct. Yep.
I see. You and your crew will be there, and Anthony Rodea is not there till June or July.
Right. He's here on Tuesdays to do this show, in the studio. But doing his stand up in Governors, it's either June or July. He's going to be playing.
I see. So I guess maybe April, May we could get the tickets.
Oh yeah, sure. You could probably get them now.
Donna forgot that she was on the air.
I see. Oh my goodness. Okay, thank you. It was so nice talking to you.
You too.
Thank you so much for your help.
You're welcome.
Take
Bye-bye.
care. Thanks. Bye.
So funny.
Anybody else want to call? Want to order a pizza or something? I think somebody said that, right?
Or like call and ask us what pizza place is the best, and ask us to find the number for delivery.
Someone want to call and talk about what's want to order some McDonald's or something?
They don't deliver though, right? McDonald's doesn't deliver, do they?
Through Uber Eats, right? You
Oh
that,
yeah,
right?
I forgot about that.
You remember when we had Uber Eats in here that day?
Yeah, it was strange.
Hello, Camel Deep. What do you mean? What was strange? That was awesome. That was hilarious.
Where was the place where we ordered and like a whole bunch of ice cream was
right,
ordered?
that's what I'm talking about.
And the only one that came, because we did a couple times. The only one with the ice cream, the only one that came was mine or something. And I actually got two of my and you had to the poor Carvel guy had to bring it himself.
Yeah, the guy that owned the Carvel, because we were complaining and we called and he hand delivered it himself.
That's what I was laughing at too, Bobby. Bobby's like, I love how she continued after you already told her that she was on live.
Yeah, well, we were promoting the club, so there you go.
It's all right.
Can you use the tickets you won for April 2nd? You know what, Carrie? I honestly don't know, but I will find out. Yeah, I honestly don't know.
Sometimes
the passes that we give away are not always. They're not good for every show. Like when it's a major headliner, usually a best bet is a Thursday or a Sunday.
Yeah.
To use those
Fridays sometimes too, and it depends. Sometimes they open it up.
Greg DiFilippo says I need a haircut. Now it sounds like Eric. Remember Eric? You say it all the time. Oh, I need a haircut. Why is it? Is it not deflecting enough light? Is it not blinding you guys?
He's talking about you? I thought he was talking about himself.
No, it says, Tony, you need a haircut.
Oh.
I think that would be me. Oh, is it ringing again? What's the matter? You're live on the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show. Who's this?
Hey, let me get a large pie, some mushrooms, some anchovies, and you guys can put like hot sauce on it, right?
We'll put any sauce on it you want.
Okay, yeah, put some Frank's Red Hot. I usually put that shit on everything, like my wife's twat,
All right.
Yeah.
Well, have a good weekend.
Sallie is the phone Nazi.
Yeah, stop looking at the phone.
Stop looking at the phone.
Stop looking at the phone.
What do you mean? I didn't look at the phone. What do you mean?
Just stop looking at it. You're looking at it right now. Are you looking at it right now?
What?
Stop looking at the phone.
I'm asking you what that means.
That's all it means.
But what is that? What? I had nothing to do with that phone call.
Okay.
And I didn't even know it was ringing until
I
you went
think
over.
Joan's yelling at you again.
No, I'm trying to understand what you're even talking about.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it?
Don't worry about it.
You don't worry about it.
I'm going to worry about it.
I'm being scolded and I have no idea why.
You're not being scolded. You're just going to talk about it for an hour.
And there's the scolding.
World's happiest countries.
Sure ain't here.
No, not at all. World's happiest countries.
What?
That's what I had next.
Okay.
I don't know. If you want to talk about it?
I'm happy to talk about anything you want. I just have no idea what's going on here.
I just want to start with the world's happiest countries.
Okay, so go ahead. What do you need me?
Just take a breath. Go.
You just look at me saying world's happiest countries. Like I don't know what I'm supposed to say to that. So go ahead.
Okay. Every year, they list the happiest countries.
Who does?
I don't know.
They do.
I don't actually know them.
And what do they say about the world's happiest countries?
Well, it's different things that you get rated by, and they actually call people directly all over the world, like as best they can.
Oh, it's a poll.
Yeah.
Asking what people think are the world's best country.
No, like they rate themselves, like how happy they are, and they're rated like it's specific questions, like how happy are you with the government? Like one of the questions is, do you trust your government? One of the questions is how do you feel about your income? How do you feel about your schools? How do you feel about your social life? And there's like a slew of questions, but they're specific questions, and they use the same questions every year. And they really kind of thought that with COVID, depending on what country you were in, it would change. And it didn't really. It's like some countries swapped around a little bit, but for the most part, the people that were happy, like Finland wins 4 years in a row.
Finland?
Finland. The happiest
Why?
place to be is Finland.
And why? What are they happy
Because
about?
of all of those questions that are like specifically asked. But it covers like a lot. Like they're just not asking like, are you happy with your home? Like, are you happy with, I don't know.
So are you happy with government? Are you happy? What else was it?
And it wasn't like, are you happy with government? It was like, do you trust your government to give you the information that is needed? It's something like that. Like it's a trust question when it comes to government.
So what are so give us the questions then.
I just did. Like that's all I know about them. Like it goes like, are you happy? I just said like they're happy. Are you happy with how much you make? Are you happy with the environment that you live in? Are you happy with the job you have? Whatever it is. It's like specific, but it covers like pretty much everything in life that they could gauge, because they don't want to leave out a specific thing that someone will be like, oh, well, of course that country wins because they didn't ask this question,
But then how do they gauge it? I mean, because what if what was it? Finland? So Finland is happy with their income, but maybe the United States trusts their governments.
Yeah, it's all weighted.
So it's weighted somehow.
Yeah, and then they come up with like,
so
who
they go
had
by
the highest points.
The percentages of the people that they called in each country.
Yeah. But Finland, it's like the fourth year Finland has won. and everyone else pretty much like if Italy was number, like, I forget what Italy was, but like say Italy was number 17.
Okay. Oh, so you don't even have that. You don't know. You don't
I
have
know
like
some of them, but I don't know Italy. I don't know why I just pulled that out of my head. But like, let's say Italy was 17 last year. It's 17 this year. Like, it didn't change, and they thought that it would because of COVID.
I would think Italy would be higher because they eat a lot.
Yeah, but if you think about it, they went through one of the toughest times with COVID. A lot of people passed away.
Okay,
in
but
Italy.
maybe they appreciate their country more
That's
after
just
COVID
it.
because
Like,
they just appreciate things more.
that's kind of what I'm getting at. Like, if you were happy before, you're still happy. If you're sad before, you're still sad. You're still bothered, or it really had nothing to do with like the rough year. The only countries that changed is it's funny because England and America changed, and they flip-flopped.
Okay.
Like,
who went down, who went up?
We went up and they went down.
Because I bet a lot of people aren't happy about Brexit.
Oh, is that why?
I don't know. I'm guessing.
They were, because we were like 13 or 14 last year, and now we're 7. And they
we
were,
went from 13 to 14 to 7?
They were 7 and they dropped to 13 or 14.
I'm surprised. I would think America would be higher. Because,
why?
Because most Americans are, love it or leave it. And, I love it here. I'm never going anywhere. Canada sucks.
I think we have a lot of patriotism, but it's a big country, and there's a lot of cranky people.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't matter. You got to go by percentages.
Yeah, but I think that there are a lot of things that we're not doing all that right, that with such a large country, it leaves for a lot of unhappiness. Like, Rich was saying the other day how it's unbelievable in a country with so much wealth that the people that go hungry.
Well, true. He did say that yesterday.
No one's hungry in Finland.
Yeah, really?
So, like, there are countries that do things a little bit, but it's like New Zealand. New Zealand does so many things right. Their schools are amazing. Like, they do some, but it's an island the size of Colorado. Like, wow, how hard is that? Like America, there's different temperatures, there's different walks of life of people living here, and there's a lot of us. So it's like, I think it's more difficult to make us all happy for like a higher score.
All right, so Finland was 1, who was 2?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't
They're all the top 4 are but I don't know the order. It's the
well, Finland was 1, so you know that.
The Denmark, Norway, Sweden, and Switzerland.
Switzerland was going to be my guess for number 1.
All of those are the top 5, and then everyone else is after that.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. Just thought it was interesting.
You looked at the phone. I saw you.
I can.
Why can't I? Let's see. Bella Vista just told Gina to call them back next week. Greg DiFilippo is as bald as me. Inside joke, morning, Bobby and Zerillo. Greg, since when are you as bald as me? I know you shave your head, but you're not bald.
Who?
Bald. Greg.
No, he's not bald, is he?
That's right.
I picture him with like...
You're bald. Maybe he's bald by choice. According to Adam Snare, April 2nd, Governor's Main Room will be Joey Cola, Chris Roach, and Mick Thomas.
Oh, wow.
Which Joey makes sense to me because they have a tradition here that when they're opening a new stage or reopening a stage...
Or a building.
Joey Cola is the guy. He's the one that, christens it. When they opened the Little Room a few years ago, he did it. When they opened the patio, they did it. When they bought McGuire's out in Bohemia, he opened it up. So Joey, I would believe, but that's a great show if that's true, Adam. And I hope
it is a great show.
I hope we're all not going to get killed for giving something away. But yeah, that's a good show. Mick Thomas, we need Mick Thomas in here. He's never actually, he's been on the phone with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, but he's never been in the studio with us. He's been in the studio in here with other shows.
It was a good phone call, as I recall.
Oh yeah, Mick Thomas is great. Absolutely, he's great. Let's see. The world's happiest country. Poland has got to be in there, says Greg. Where's Poland on that list? Do you know?
Yeah, I don't know. Let me look at...
I would agree. I bet you they're up there. Gregland is probably one of the happiest countries up until tomorrow. What does that mean, Greg? What happened?
All right, so here's the rank.
Good.
Norway, Denmark, Switzerland, Finland.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Norway. So I guess it's Norway that is the top for like the last 4 years. Sorry.
Oh, what the?
I know.
Oh, my God.
Finland, Iceland. Well,
I've heard that about Iceland. I heard it's beautiful there,
heard
too.
Iceland was number 2, so I wonder if this is an old list.
We're talking about something that happened in 2002?
Yeah, right. Let me see.
Check the date on this article.
Yeah.
And who published the article?
Well, I read it off of CNN, but they're just copying the list.
Okay.
In the world.
All right, so while you're doing that, I'm just going to read comments.
Oh, yeah, so I bet you...
You ready?
Well, would it be 2020? Because we haven't had 2021 yet. Yeah, I did scrap. It is Finland. So Finland... Oh, so it is Finland.
You want to start over?
No. Sorry. It's not letting me. Finland, Denmark, Switzerland, and Iceland is number 4. You heard that Iceland was a great place to live?
Yes.
Do you know that Iceland's totally green?
Yes.
Isn't that crazy? And Greenland's totally ice?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, and I heard it's beautiful too there. A buddy of mine goes there on vacation every few years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's sorry about this. It's pulling me to different places.
I could read comments until you're ready.
Yeah, go.
Okay, good.
Oh, just found it. Finland, Denmark, Switzerland, Iceland, Norway.
I'm sorry. Can you do that again? You went a little too fast for my Hicksel brain.
Finland, Denmark, Switzerland and Iceland and Norway.
Okay.
Netherlands, Sweden, New Zealand, Australia.
All right, so you're past 7, so the United States is lower on this list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah. It's really low.
Okay, keep going.
I wonder what CNN was talking about. Fake news, man.
Are you sure this is current?
This is Forbes.
Yeah. But how current is this?
I typed in 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, March. Oh.
March what?
March 20th, 2020, so it's last year's list. Oh, man. All right. All right, read all the comments. I'll have to find it. Okay. Now I'm mad.
Because she wasn't mad before.
I wasn't really mad before. Now I'm really mad.
Jeff Boasty, the reason why I'm against unions is because they work too damn slow and get pampered more than my 8-year-old. I completely disagree with that. They don't work damn slow. They work safe. And pampered? No. They fight for everything they get. And let me point out that what they fight for even helps the non-union man. 40-hour work weeks created by unions. Overtime created by unions. Who's sexist?
You said the working man.
Oh, it's just a phrase. The working people.
Hold on, let me get some air in my lung.
Go ahead, take a deep breath for me.
No.
Greg DeFilippo, how about Amsterdam? Those bastards are high 24/7. They must be happy all the time. Yeah, and they have legal prostitution. Oh, that we got to talk about. Who has legal prostitution?
We did that. Remember I did that trivia question?
Yeah, true. Adam Snare concurs. Unions were created to protect the worker, and that's all well and good, but now some or most reward slacking and purposely dragging of feet. Initially a good idea, but now a very flawed system. I will tell you from my personal experience as a former union rep, that is not the case at all. We don't reward slacking. Purposely dragging of feet. We didn't purposely drag feet, but there was the phrase "work to rule," because when things are good and you're working and everybody's making money, I don't want to say slack off, but you lose certain rules. You just you work. Your head's not in the game as much when things are quiet. Work to rule means work to the rules that you've been given by the company. And when you work to those rules, things just naturally get a little slower because you're not changing or ignoring any rules. But personally, that's the way it should be all the time.
I mean, I never really, like, when I think about, like, workers, because, like, you've said stories how, like, you finished a job, you did a really great job, and then you have, like, an hour to kill. And so you just, like, hang out or go to, like, a longer lunch. But you did great work, and everything that was, like, supposed to be handled got handled. And today, now they, like, will give you, like, the next job and the next job. And it kind of, like, makes me think of, like, the kids. Like let's say I gave the kids, I said, oh, go clean your room. And they did an excellent job. They didn't screw around. Everything looked beautiful. Like, I'd be like, wow, that's awesome. I wouldn't be like, okay, now go mow the backyard since you have more time.
Yeah, well, let me just get a little more accurate with that.
Okay.
What we would do.
I've got Jeff.
Yeah, you do. Is this the world's most okayest comedian?
Why, yes, it is.
Wow. Well, hello there, Mr. Bosey, sir.
Hello, sir. So, as you say your comment about, work safely, and as I sit in traffic because of your fellow union workers.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, I had a buddy of mine who left my company. He got a nice union job. We won't say where he's working.
Okay.
But when he was working with me for a while, great worker, productive as anything.
Yeah.
Now he goes ahead, he joins the union, and he goes ahead, he finishes whatever his task was.
Right.
And he was about to go ahead and perform another task.
Yeah.
The lead guy, I don't know what you call him, on the supervisor on that job site, was like, no. That's for that guy
That's
to do.
exactly right. Yeah.
Just hang out. Oh, so we're paying this guy to hang out now. Your tax dollars hard at work.
All right, I got a couple of things to that. First off, you mentioned the traffic. That has nothing to do with the union guys. That's local or state government who come out with the safety precautions, and the safety rules is how many miles you have to set up your cones and your signboards. That is not a union thing. That is the local government or OSHA setting up the guidelines as to how setting up the guidelines for safety precautions. That is not a union thing. We're just following it.
But what about the whole thing of we're telling a worker, no. You just stand there.
Well, yeah, and I'll explain that too. Like I said, I had a few things. Yes. When a guy is told that, first off, he worked. All right, so he worked. He did his job. Now, you can't move on to the next task for a few reasons. First off, whatever that task may be, the other guy was trained to do that task properly. It's his job to do it right, so he does it. You don't get in his way. He's trained at it. It'll be done right and safely, so he gets to do it. Yes, I currently, and this happens at all jobs, union or not, there might be a few minutes or some amount of time where there might not be something that you have to do. So you know how many times you stood at the water cooler and just talked to a buddy about the game last night? That's just the way it goes. So it's a safety precaution. That's just the way it goes. Plus, the thing is, too, when your buddy does something like that, he does a job, then he moves on to the next task. Well, guess what? He's setting a precedent. So the next time he gets too busy doing a task and doesn't have time to do that other task, they'll yell at him for not getting to it. And he'll get in trouble for never getting to it.
Well, here's another example. Do you know that the state/U.S., whatever, DOT, whatever it may be?
Yeah.
Do you know, let's say if they're going to repave a street, right?
Yes.
And do you know if it's raining, they never pave the street, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Do you know they send them out anyways and park?
I don't.
Wait. What? Wait, hold on, what? What?
Yeah, I'm disagreeing with you on that.
No, you can't because it's proof. It's actual proof. I had the guy go ahead, we're sitting here watching YouTube. I was like, I'm paying you to watch YouTube?
All right, so, but again, that's not the union. His boss told him to go out and park. He's doing what his boss told him to do. That's not the union doesn't make the rules. Like the union doesn't decide what job they're going to that day.
How is that? But how is that being productive?
Go ask management about that. The union guy followed what he was told to do because he's a loyal worker.
But it's wasteful spending.
I completely agree with that.
All right.
But it's not his job. He's not going to tell the manager his job. No, Mr. Manager, you should send guys out to do this job today. That's not his job.
Well,
the manager
why doesn't the manager come up with something else to do?
Then ask the manager about that.
So then why are we paying for him to not help make things be productive? Once again, another job.
Or then fire that manager and get a competent manager who will send the guys out to do a better job.
But that won't happen because you want to know why? He's part of a union.
The manager's not part of it. The guy who dispatches them out to a job is not part of the union.
Usually,
what do you mean he's not part of it?
Usually there's this big fight between managers and the union.
The manager
guys.
that sends them out, the manager that tells them to go park on the side of the road, which I still disagree with, but even if the manager tells them that, that's on the manager. That's not on the guys. That's not on the union guys.
And then, okay, let's explain. Okay, we'll move past the streets. We'll move past the streets real quick.
The streets with a Z?
Let's get past that real fast.
Let me tell you, Jeff, when I worked at my union job, we would sit with the manager, which we weren't supposed to do, but we would say to him, hey, look, it's supposed to rain today. How about we go do this indoor job that's been sitting here for a week? We'll go do that inside job. And then tomorrow, when the sun is out, we'll finish this job that we started, in Hicksville in this neighborhood outdoors.
Yeah, just swap it around.
And that was the union guy making suggestions, trying to help out the manager because that's what we do.
Okay, but then why aren't these tasks given? Once again, it all falls on to money is being spent frivolously on bad decisions.
But that's not a union thing.
But unfortunately, it lays within your realm of this is what happens on a union job. For me, on a non-union, oh my God, my ass would be chewed out so much, I don't even have any more ass left to chew.
But that's what I'm saying. What does it matter if it's a union guy or not? The manager could still, a manager can go tell a non-union guy, go sit on the side of the road. Somebody asks him why he's sitting there. My boss told me to. It's the boss,
and that's why they get the bad. That's why they get the bad look.
Agreed. That's why they get the bad look. But again, that has nothing to do with the union. It's the manager that did that. Go yell at him.
I'm going to start a campaign, and we'll grab our pitchforks and torches, and we're going to burn the managers at the stake.
As you should. Go after that management scum.
Damn them. By the way. You do know that me and Rich are coming to see you in April, right?
I did not know that.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe I'll wear my I'm friends with the world's okayest comedian shirt.
You know, in fact, I believe you should. It would help promote a good cause. But moving past that, listen, I didn't want to talk about Frank's Red Hot Sauce. I didn't want to call to find out something that was stated in the newspaper that Grandma Ratchet couldn't go ahead and read. But I want to say you guys have a great day. I love you both, and I'll talk to you later.
Thank you, pal. Thanks for calling.
Jeff. Bye.
All right, take care.
He's not calling you Grandma Ratchet.
No, I just didn't get it.
Oh, he was talking about you reading old stories.
I think.
Yeah,
okay.
You know, I just realized, so that's what I was just checking. That's an extra large.
You're going to take it.
I'm stealing this son of a bitch.
You're going to take it?
Absolutely.
What if it's part of that thing?
I don't care. Go get another one.
Wow.
Because I'm a union guy.
That's a union way to do it. The manager wouldn't let you do that. Wow.
All right, let's go back. All countries that don't bother anyone, says Bobby Inns, they're happy. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, all right. So after that, it's like Germany, New Zealand, Austria.
Germany is higher than the United States?
Yeah. Well, Germany, it's run pretty well. And also the countries that are run by women are a lot happier too.
Oh, that I believe.
Like they're seriously like everyone, men, women, they're all happy when.
I've been saying that for years.
I'm just not saying
due.
that. Like I didn't look for that. It just came up.
I'm saying it. We need some female leadership in many countries.
Ireland is like Ireland's had a female president. Like,
Oh, is that right? I didn't know that.
Yeah, everyone but America. Ireland is 13, America is 14 on the real list.
America is 14.
But we're happier than Canada, who's 15. That surprises me.
Yeah, that surprises me
Canadians
too.
are so happy.
They're very giddy people.
They just have this like.
Yeah, they're like.
Yeah, they are.
And we sing we sing blame Canada, and they're okay with that.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, I'm reading.
And then United Kingdom is 18, but right 18. Underneath United Kingdom is China. Like, part of me feels like they made them say that or something.
Yeah, I would think China would be even lower.
Like, are you happy? And they're like, yes. You know.
So
it's like
you're
that.
racist against the Chinese, and you think they don't have a right to be happy?
No, I feel like
you're just saying
they
they're miserable
lie.
people.
Isn't it China
Shame
where
on
they
you.
have to have like a picture of whatever president they have in their house? They
What?
pray to it every day.
They have to pray to their president?
Yeah, whatever they call them. Yeah, they have to have the picture on the wall. Otherwise, like they think the government's going to come and beat them up.
Well, putting a picture on the wall, which is weird enough, but praying to them. They have to put the picture
I
on the
didn't
wall
know they
and
had
pray
to pray to them.
I mean, you're the one who said it.
Oh, you brought it up. I thought
No,
you
I
said,
didn't.
and
You
they have to pray to them.
No, you said it.
I said they have to pray to them. Put the wall.
Yes, I didn't say it.
Really?
That's why I asked, because you said it.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that. I don't know if they do. Maybe they do. Maybe they have to pray for them.
Oh, for them?
Yeah.
All right, well, that's all right. You pray for everybody.
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
Get ready. Brace yourself. I'm reading
What?
it. I'm going to read an Andrew from the
No,
comment.
read it first. Really quick. Evelyn Woods it.
What did you say?
Evelyn Wood it.
What does that mean?
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Remember Evelyn Wood? If you took that course, then they gave you the commercial would have this book, and the person would just go, and they'd turn the page. You don't remember that commercial?
All right, well, I'm not reading that, Andrew. He has burpy, sneezy, pissy fart disorder.
Okay.
It's spring break down in Florida, says Greg DeFilippo. In 10 years is the first time I do not have my kids. Oh,
Where'd they go?
My oldest is in Tennessee. My youngest is in Venice Beach at my mother's. I've had a very quiet, low blood pressure, non-yelling week, but it all changes tomorrow because they're both coming home. Oh, that's what's going on tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wow. And who's...
Well, nice. He
so
deserves
one is with
a
his
break.
mom. And what's in Tennessee? What's going on in Tennessee that your other one is up there? Non-union guys have no clue. Sorry, Jeff, but 18 years in Teamsters Union, 282, they totally took care of me. There you go, Greg DeFilippo. There you go. That's right.
Yeah, because Greg just has the one sister, and she's up here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me tell you, man, when I was sick with cancer, man, if it wasn't for my union bennies, man, who knows? And I still went broke. But I would have been deeply in the red. In the red, right? In the red when you're in debt. I would have been deeply in the red if it wasn't for the union bennies, man. I can't even imagine. Yes, prostitution is legal in Amsterdam. Better than that is a homeless prostitute because after you're finished, you can drop her off anywhere. All right, that was funny. Andrew Fremder. Joan Grubiasher, ex-union officer here. Totally agree with Tony. Thank you, Joan. Everything negotiated wound up helping all employees in most cases. Yep. Close your window, Jeff. Yeah, he probably should have. Why is he yelling? Who was yelling? Was it me? Was I yelling?
You get a little passionate about the union.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, Greg DeFilippo wants to get the inflatable rat set up in front of Jeff's house. Oh, Can you imagine? Is Jeff skydiving? All right, another Fremder comment. Let me see what it says. Oh, my goodness, Andrew Fremder. I can't read that one either. Sallie will smack me. You can't work in the rain paving a street. It clears up. They're there, and they start working. Let's go fuck up Jeff. Well, yeah, and that was the thing too. You can't work on a pole.
Well, Jeff's point is then have them go to some indoor thing and work that way.
Right, and that's what I said.
Yeah.
He's saying find something else for them to do. But that happens too. That does happen too. Sometimes you're doing a job and it starts to rain. And certain jobs you're up on a pole you're not allowed to do because of electricity.
Sure.
So sometimes it starts
it's
to rain. You
dangerous.
got to pack it up and and then and people will, and I'm not saying that's all the time, but that was more often than you think. And then what people see, they're not on the side of the road doing nothing because it's raining. They're now figuring out what we're going to do now.
Right.
Are we going to go to a different job? Is it almost like a baseball game? You have a rain delay. Is it going to stop in a half hour and we can get back to it?
Mm-hmm.
There's
planning.
stuff, right. There is stuff like that goes on.
And like I said, my point is that if you do like a great job and you finish early, why would you get rewarded with another job? Like, just say thank you.
Thank you for bringing that up, because that was something else too. Sometimes if you're working on a road, you're blocking a lane, you're working in a main intersection or something. Sometimes you work through lunch.
Yeah.
And you finish a job at 2 p.m., and that too, because it's at 12 o'clock, if they make you go to lunch, which has happened too, they said, no, those are the rules. You go to lunch. Well, guess what? Now we got to break everything down, which takes a half hour. Got to go to lunch for an hour, come back,
set everything
put
back
everything up again, which takes at least a half hour, and start blocking the road again. Or we can just work through lunch, get done. We don't have to waste that time breaking down and setting up again. So at 2 o'clock, we might be just taking a late lunch.
Yeah.
And so you see the guys on the side of the road? Well, because they're taking a late lunch. And they didn't waste your taxpayer money by breaking down and setting up again.
They saved money. And
right.
And you guys, you work so hard. Like, you think about, when someone just goes and if you rake your own backyard, you're exhausted in an hour. You do this stuff for 8 hours. It's just exhausting.
I mentioned it the other day on here when I first started the phone company. I was doing underground work. We used, jackhammers and shoveling every single day. I'll tell you, I was in good shape for a while. I'll tell you that.
It's like you have the worst day every day for a year. It's just a lot.
It was a lot of work, but I was in my early 20s, and it was it was fun. It was cool. It was a good job, but I was in good shape for a while. And there were nights where you're like, oh my God, you're working an emergency job. There were times we worked 24 hours straight, and you'd be dead.
Yeah, but you get paid overtime.
Man, I was in good shape for a few years.
Yep.
And then obviously I switched to another department. Obviously.
You're in the bakery department.
Jeff, when we were paving the roads and they put me on traffic safety, I used to sit in my truck blocking an entrance or exit ramp and sweep the whole entire night. Making $52 an hour. I think he meant to say sleep.
Oh.
Yeah, sleeping the entire time. Yeah, you have a job like that. That is part of it. There are fringe benefits once in a while. Union jobs are great, says Fremder. I wish I can get paid thousands of dollars an hour just to hold a stop sign in the middle of the road. All right, tough guy.
And Germany is run pretty well. When Merkel was in, she was great.
When Urkel was in?
Merkel. Isn't that her name?
Urkel.
Not Urkel.
Fremder, those guys who hold the stop sign, they get paid less. Okay? Don't make me punch you in the face. Next time you guys have me in the studio, I'm bringing my wife to Fremdy in the same spot. What could possibly happen?
Carrie, she's like...
She's welcome.
Yeah, Carrie's like, Germany's happy because no one can break their language. It's so funny because I worked for a German in California, and I had no idea what he said. And then all of a sudden, after 2 years of this, I started to understand, and it was shocking to me. Everything was like, I'd be like, have a
What was
nice,
that?
yeah, it'd be like, have a nice day, and he'd be like, I'm like, I don't know what you just said to me, but I'm going to run now. And he'd be like, I was saying to have a nice day. I'm like, just take that 10 and bring it down to about a 2.
Adam Snare says he's coming to my show. Okay. Yes, Adam Snare has to come because I didn't do so well last time he saw me. Greg DeFilippo's girlfriend has a cabin in Tennessee, so why aren't you there with them? Uh-oh. Bosie's commenting, I think we're going to fight. The only people that support union jobs are the ones that were brainwashed by their unions. Jeff,
do you feel brainwashed?
no.
You sure?
Do
you know if you're brainwashed?
No, it's all based on experience.
But you may not know if you're brainwashed.
I had no opinion whatsoever about unions before I joined one, and they took good care of me. And I tell this story often. I'm sure you've heard it a million times. I knew a guy at the phone company who was loyal. This guy took his break at 12 o'clock, was back at 1. He worked hard. This guy was as straight as they come. 15 years, never called in sick. Never an issue with this guy. His name was Dennis. I remember him well. I don't remember his last name, though. But, and then there he was. One day he was doing a job. He had a headache. So during his lunch break, he went to sleep. He woke up at 1:15. He was 15 minutes late from lunch. Big freaking deal. This guy bought 30 days. They suspended his ass for 30 days. And that's, I'm sorry, but that's wrong.
Are you saying like then the union came in and stuck up for him?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, well, you didn't say that part.
Well, I was getting there.
Oh.
The union came in and negotiated a deal because he deserved it.
Yeah.
15 minutes, big deal.
Exactly.
Are there guys that abuse? Absolutely, there's people that abuse. And the union does not back those guys up or support it or promote it. Do we have to, unfortunately, save their asses sometimes because it helps the majority? Yeah. Yes. But we're not happy about it. And we have our own ways of dealing with guys like that.
Yeah. You like deflate their tires
He's gone.
or
No, I'm kidding.
tar and feathers.
We want certified copies of your schedule. What does that mean?
I don't know. Anyway.
I'm non-union and still taken care of over here, and I'm not just talking about handies. Jeff, and that's great. Good, and I'm happy to hear that. But unfortunately, it's not the case for a lot of people. Coffee break, lunch, coffee break, worked 4 hours, got paid 8. Well, then you shouldn't brag about that, Jeff. And it's wrong. See that? It's wrong, Jeff. That's a taxpayer's money. Garbage men, love them, but then again, work 3 to 4 hours on the route, park someplace, then dump once again, paid 8 hours. I don't know. That's not completely accurate. What's the deal with that paid to hold a stop sign? It's simple pole with it attached would work just as good and paid even less. No, that's not true. Because sometimes people will go through those signs, or if you're, changing positions. There's a lot that believe it or not, there's a lot that goes to it when doing traffic, when you're blocking a lane and stuff. It's not that simple. Jeff, I'm going to smack you in the face. Little guy had doctor's appointment on Monday, and she left 4 days earlier, plus I'm doing some work on the house. Oh, okay. All right. Well, very nice.
Cool.
All right. So, a couple of things that I forgot to mention.
Okay.
What's the matter?
I don't know.
Oh, this was a funny...
It's 0:17 o'clock.
Oh, my God.
Plus Zach's home, so... I don't know.
True. Well, I wanted to just talk about... All right, I'll be quick. First of all, Joey Cola... Oh, you know what? Never mind with Joey Cola. I forgot. He didn't do that. I wanted to talk about this... All right. I'll tie this in with the union. There's a man down in Georgia who was working for... Oh, this is a weird thing. It's a funny story, but... All right, I'll tell you what happened to him, then I'll go back to what's weird about it. This guy worked at an auto place down in Georgia, and in November, he was quitting. Okay, he put in his 2-week notice. The boss was then being a real jerk to him, was treating him poorly and just treating him really mean to him. So the guy said, "Hey, look, before this gets worse, after 5 days," he said, "I'm just going to leave now." And the boss is like, "Fine, go." But then the boss never paid this guy his last check for that last week he worked. So this man kept calling and, "Hey, look, you owe me that money." He was owed $915. So what happened was he kept calling and he wasn't getting it. So what happened was so one day he comes out of his house, right, after calling this guy and bugging him. I don't know if he threatened legal action, but anyway, he just kept bugging this guy. One day his girlfriend is leaving the house. The man wasn't feeling good. The girlfriend was going to leave to go to the store and get him some medication. She comes out, and blocking the driveway were pennies. $915 worth of pennies. And it was blocking the driveway. So,
what job did this guy have?
he worked at an auto. It's all right. Well, I'll get to the weird part in a second.
Like, that isn't weird enough.
Well, true. So CBS went to the boss and asked him if he in fact dumped the pennies, and he goes, "I really don't remember if I dumped those coins, but the point is he get paid." So, and then he used an obscenity to describe the worker, and then gave CBS a hard time for giving the guy a platform, and told the reporter to get off his property. All right, so now so I thought that was a funny story, and even the man and his girlfriend himself said at first they were like, "What the?" But then as they started to shovel the pennies, they're like, "All right, you know what? This is funny. Who cares?" So good for them. But the weird part for me personally with this, the name of the place he worked at is Walker Luxury Auto Works down there in Georgia. And the man who owns the place, his name is Miles Walker. Now, Miles, that's my family. My great grandfather was Miles.
Miles Walker.
Somewhere in my family, a Miles and a Walker, got married and people became Miles Walker. And so that is my family. I don't know if my mother's watching, but it's something like that. I have the name Miles.
It's like
in my
pouring
family.
water, or like
It's
some
like
type
what?
of like Indian name. Like they put things together, like Miles Walker. Just sounds funny to
Oh,
me.
I see what you're saying. Man who
Walked miles. We're
Man
gonna
who
call
walked
him
a long way. Miles Walker. But yeah, so that was. So I thought that was really. I thought the story itself was funny, but then as I was reading, I was like, this guy's name is Miles Walker.
See, I would have thought it was funny if the boss got sued and had to pay him twice as much. That would have been funny.
You should charge him for the. See, a union would have said, "Oh, well, yeah,
I would have made him, pick it all back up and give him twice as much money.
Right. You get an hourly wage for all the time you had to shovel that stuff up."
Yep.
All right. So then the last thing I have today, just the good news around here, it just keeps coming. All right, I'm getting there. But why am I getting scolded all day today? Look, her face is getting red. The positivity rate with coronavirus here on Long Island continues to drop. New openings, according to Governor Cuomo, including the return of Mets and Yankees games. The New York's positivity rate is at 2.8%, only 57 deaths reported statewide as of yesterday. Positivity down, vaccinations up. As of April 1st, sports venues that hold 1,500 or more, that's indoor. Sorry, so indoor sports venues that hold 1,500 plus, or outdoor that hold 2,500 plus can reopen. The indoor venues can open at 10%, outdoor capacity raised to 20%. Those in attendance will need to show proof of a negative COVID-19 test, proof of immunization. So that means at Citi Field, they'll be allowed to have almost 8,400 people. Yankee Stadium, they'll be able to have almost 1,100 people. So it's not a lot, but it's still a start, and things are just continuing to get better. So, and to me, that's better than the stupid cardboard. So I'm excited there'll actually be people at the games, and it makes a better atmosphere. So things are getting better. Excuse me, and this is good too. And we're not just talking sports. So outdoor performances, like you love all those things in the parks, like live, local concerts in the parks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So those things will be allowed to open. I mean, it'll be only 10%, so it might be hard to get into these things, but at least it'll still be happening. So we can, so things are getting there. Love you both. Have a great day. Have to get back to work for some non-union wages.
Yeah, even the schools are going to start changing from 6 feet apart to 3 feet apart. So.
Oh, really?
I don't know that anything's going to change. I think, like Kevin just says, that people are just walking in the hallways, right next to each other anyway. Who cares? But I guess officially it's going from 6 feet to 3 feet. Or maybe you could, maybe they'll add more classes or something, or more kids to classes.
And I hope, for your other guy, I just hope, they'll start getting them back in classes because, being in college is, virtually sucks.
Big time.
All right. What else?
That's it. That's all I got.
Hey, it's Friday. Everybody have a great weekend. It's Friday, so you got films on tap tonight at 9. What?
Good.
Films on tap tonight at 9. Is there Cars and Comedy tomorrow or no?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm going to go with no.
All right. Felix with Let's Eat Long Island Sunday morning at 11 o'clock. And then we're back here Monday 11. Everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy yourselves.